coming off last weekend, your Big Ten opener. Now you go non-conference. Is there a different mindset at all for these games?
Not really, to be honest with you. I mean, we just talked about it this week again. I mean, we just got to continue to get better. We're going in on the road to Nebraska, a really good hockey team, and you got to prepare the same way no matter who you play, especially at this level. And again, I say it all the time: if you don't, you're going to get beat.
You played a lot. This will be a lot of road games for you guys. How's that worked out for this team and getting the team bonding?
Well, I think that's part of it. Playing in some tough environments, that's part of it. And it's going to be nice this weekend because we can travel with everybody, even the guys that haven't been able to play. So it's nice to be able to bring them along too. So I think it all bodes well for us down the road, and camaraderie is a big part of it, and culture, and this is another weekend for that.
Coach, after a rough outing like Friday night, what do you tell the guys that night or the next day to get them a much better result like we saw Saturday?
Well, I mean, it was hard because I thought we played a pretty good first half of the game, and then everything seemed to kind of go sideways there a little bit. But the communication after the game was right away, right when we got back to the hotel, just looking at some of the mistakes we did on video, talking about it. And, I think JB did an excellent job with his video presentation the next day and just talking about things we can control and get better. And we were Saturday night.
And how did the way Logan Terness responded the next day impress you?
Yeah, I mean, you're playing in that environment. Everything seemed to bounce in the night before, off our guys and in the net, off sticks and in the net. I mean, and for him to come back and do what he did on Saturday, I think speaks pretty clearly of his resolve to come back and be the best he can be.
What was the significance of freshmen combining to get that tying goal there in the third period?
Just energy, and again, we had some injuries there and some different combinations were going on there, and those guys just worked. Unfortunately, we had another freshman score that was offside there during the game, and then Gordo got the big goal there, but it's just getting to the net, being in the right place, and obviously a freshman, again, getting the shootout winner there too as well. So I liked what I saw.
Your special teams are a work in progress. Is your philosophy to fit the players to the scheme, or just vice versa maybe, and who you have and then figure it out from there?
I think it's a little both, to be honest with you. I mean, there's some things that you want to run, and again, you got a lot of new guys being in these positions, so I think sometimes it takes a little time, and there's been some tweaks, but my staff's done a great job, and again, we know the finished product's not today or tomorrow, but we got to keep pushing these guys.
Scoring your first goal, what were the emotions like?
It was awesome. It was a great moment. It's an awesome play by T-Bone, cut back there and get it to Dex, and he just put it on net, but it was really exciting. I couldn't believe it went in, honestly, but when I turned and saw Scooter celebrating, that's when I knew. So.
And to have three freshmen combined on the goal, it had to be something special.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't think many teams will have faith in their freshmen that late in the game, and the coaches put us out there with faith in us, and we got the job done. So it was a good feeling.
What's the best way for you as a player to mentally prepare after a tough loss Friday night for the next day in the Yost?
I think the biggest thing is just flushing out as quick as you can. Think about the game, think about what happened, think about what we need to improve upon. We had video 3 times after the game. We had the night of and twice the next day, and just see what we did wrong, what we can improve upon, and kind of focus on the positives and going from there.
You still got a big game this weekend against Omaha. What are you guys doing in practice to prepare for a long trip out west?
Just kind of focusing on the things that we struggled, I think, in Michigan, just some of the things that we need to clean up, and yeah, that's about it.
What have you learned so far about your first few weekends in college hockey?
It's fast, really fast. It's fast and it's smart. Everyone out there is smart, and they're making the right plays all the time, and if you don't make the right play, other team's going to capitalize on it. So you got to try to make the right play as much as you can, and try to minimize mistakes.